Welcome, or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555. The cards have already been pulled. This is a new beginning for you, darling dears. Protected with magical blessings, no less. Why? You did that work, the hard work, in the DNS, no less. And you conquered many a demon that was set upon you by the feeble-minded and the simpletons. This talks about you what? Leaving a situation where you was always what? Crying, darling dear. It wasn't a relationship, it was a relationship. You was working with what? The leader of the pole bearers, the shepherd of the devil, straight from the crevice of the devil's balls, little finger of Voldemort. Voldemort? This also speaks about what? You bossing up on them bitches and bitches, darling dear. Knowing your worth, being the protector and provider in your life, tapping into your spiritual strength as only a Hioka, high priest or priestess can. This is about you having gone within and got the answers on how to get great, darling dears. How to get great. It also speaks about what? A change in somebody's finances. Going from the 4 of Pentacles to the 9, darling dear. You felt left out for a little while. While you what? Got great. Went within, darling dear. Did that shadow work. The 4 of Pentacles also speaks about securing some kind of educational accolade. This is about being secure within yourself. Your mental health is on the upturn, darling dear. Why? You've cleaned it up. You've released yourself from the blessing blockers of yesteryear, the pet cemetery heights. The 4 of Pentacles also speaks about you being feeling more in control of your destination in life. Stable and secure in what you've built for yourself. A sturdy foundation. You're in a position of control, darling dear, but the best control you have is of self, which you have learned as you are being gifted with a well-deserved reward. Clarify the 4 of Pentacles, please. Clarify the 4 of Pentacles, please. Thank you. Page of Cups. This speaks about offers coming towards you. Somebody also wants to offer up an apology. Is it a couple bull swanky? I don't know. This also speaks about a hidden pregnancy, especially about somebody who's been on the down low about what they're doing in the bedroom, darling dears. Tell the truth. You can be whatever sexuality you want to be on this Malkuth. We are, after all, in the 21st century. But this person is a liar. And they come with a cup of bull swanky. Why? Because you're being gifted with a big pentacle, a new beginning, a fresh start. 2 different decks, darling dear. Pay attention to what you're being offered by the Most High, Father God. This is true stability. It also comes with a ring bearer, because this is a divine union. Somebody who is a protector and provider. Somebody who knows how to manage all of their emotions, their pentacles, right, their tongue, their temperament, as well as their own emotions. Darling dears, you're being gifted with a ring bearer, a long-term kind of person. Somebody feels extremely guilty and left out of what you've got going on. The same one that wants to come with the cup of bullshit during Mercury retrograde, no less. The effrontery of it all. Yes, baby. They would love to come through with what? That one that's been around the world and aye. That just wants to get you into bed, darling dear. What for? To keep you mentally tired and stuck, unable to move on from their bullshit. Told you, leader of the pole bearers, to be avoided. Can't make it up. Block party, darling dears. Block party, block the energy, block the apology. Why? They're coming because you are stable and secure. You are building a new foundation. If you've applied for a loan, you'll get it. If you're applying for what? Supporters of your platform or your business, all of this is coming towards you. Well-deserved rewards. 9 of Pentacles in the upright. This also speaks about you being drama-free. This is why they want to what? Come and turn it up for you, Scotty. Because you're single by choice. Independent, darling dear. Showing nothing but slow, steady progress. This also speaks about you having somebody made a major purchase or Yesterday, today, a major purchase was afoot, darling dear. Something that you truly deserved. Told you, the King of Wands with the unsatisfied eyes, looking back into the past, feeling left out of your situation on top of the Five of Pentacles, but it was a situation that God had to step in on your behalf. Taurus energy of it all, the Hierophant. This is about someone, it could be someone that you was involved in a long time, or a working environment, a situation where you was what? Being picked on, right? Talked maliciously behind your back, and you was being paid like a pauper to be amongst the feeble-minded. Judgment has been called on that. This is you bossing up, darling dear, putting in your boundaries, realizing your worth. Some of you are going into higher studies, could be spiritual studies. Because you had to fall back, because judgment is afoot, darling dear. This also speaks about an ex. I told you, the ex that's become a Y. Why would they want to come back now? I told you, because you've got the Skrilla.com. You're looking good in them streets. Judgment, they want to come through. What's this? What? Look! Knight of Cups, the one night stander, coming with the silver tongue, darling dear, to charm you out of your pantaloons. Can you be easily picked off, big cat, at this stage of the game, after you did the DNS like a boss? You've already what? Fallen back from the situation. You took the time to heal, right? Go within, darling dear, and was spiritually guided to get great. Judgment is being called. Karma knows their address. This is why they want to come back in, to bring their demons to your doorstep. This King of Wands. Trying to line it up so I can see what's going on here. This person is going to see you. It's the Judgment. You are an agent of karma, big cat. They will watch you go into a true spiritually guided union, one that is strong, darling dear. This is power couple. Someone who comes to support you, darling dear, in a loving, loyal kind of a way. Lol punani o futume. Spiritually guided, eh? Fist bump. Base of the deck. A new beginning in passion. This is about your creativity, darling dear, tapping into it and having the effort and the strength put into it, darling dear. Active movement. Again, this speaks about travel, rising above situations and circumstances that was forced on you, darling dear. Solo dolo, like the girl or boy on the pole. Mentally moving on from a situation that no longer serves you, being spiritually guided. Again, we see the higher order of things, of it all. Clarify the Emperor for me, please. Thank you. Yes, baby. This person's been watching you. And they're about to what? Take their chance, take a leap of faith towards you. This person is nervous. Why? Because they're going to... They don't want you to get the impression that they're what? A philanderer. They want to be successful with you, darling dear. A new beginning. And again, you see the ring bearer. Why? Because you're head and shoulders above, darling dear. You've had many successes. This goes to Seven of Wands. Because you blocked negative people that were in and out of your life, darling dear. The back front neck tabbers. The frenemies. The family members that are now distant relatives. That working environment that was what? Bureaucracy and fraught and filled with psychosis that's been unchecked. What did I say? Moving away from codependent devilish energy. And they are what? Spell casting. This also speaks about them being what? Anxious, darling dear. Unable to eat, unable to sleep, worried, pressed, pumped and perturbed. Why? Return to sender blood. What they wish for you. Them of it. You mastered your emotions in your singledom, darling dear. Became independent and bossing up. On the High Priestess, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Your discernment is lit in moon energy, Cancer as well as Pisces energy. This King of Pentacles was a liar and a cheat, darling dear. A cheating cheatara. Yes, baby. This also speaks about what? You being what? Caught up in your head about your Pentacles. Divine is telling you, don't get caught up in the what? Ministrations of what's being gifted to you at this moment in time. The King of Pentacles is somebody who knows their worth, darling dear, and able to tap into multiple sources of income. Some of you are worried about earning said income. Get into those multiple streams of income so that you can get the passive going while you're asleep, darling dear. Will it come through? Yes, darling. Stop worrying. Master your emotions, darling dear. Stop being what? Anxious. You're the King of Cups. Serving mature emotions and mature emotions are going to be served to you, darling dear. Queen of Wands, your third eye is buffed up to a bitchin' shine, and the Hermit, spiritual energy. This also speaks about being guided to be wise in a situation, darling dear. You look at a past situation that you had to remove yourself from, or they remove themselves from you. Let them stay gone, darling dear. They are the bad luck of yesteryear. You are being divinely guided. You are a natural born leader. Continue to plan, strategize, and act on all of your spiritual downloads, darling dears. Why? Because you simply had to wash your face like David from situations, those that wanted the one-upmanship. You haven't got to pour in the fight. And who's crying now? 2 5s, you let them go. Crying into their fist. Luke 22:62, like a full-on Mitch. Some of them are trying to manifest you back by masturbating, darling dears. Oh, the stinky finger of it all. Told you, trying to manipulate the situation. Become a time traveler. Interrupt the space and time continuum, no less. I know, the effrontery of it all. Who is it? Who could it be? Somebody who's having issues managing their pentacale. Trying to manifest you back, but you're vigilant. You understand that this person is not loyal. They don't come to offer you a 10 of pentacale. No. Let's get the old kipper to see what else is going on. Some of you are starting to live more, how can I put, tidying up after yourself. You understand that cleanliness is next to godliness, darling dears. Cleaning up your act in every way. Allowing your true self to be perpetrated on these back front neck tabbers. And that true self is Easter Island and Stevie Wonder. You realize Matthew 5:30, if the right hand offends you, cut it off. But they are going to do their best to be Timothy 3:6. See if you're feeble-minded, weak-minded, see if they can wheedle their way back in. What energies are being served? What the wicked intend for you, darling dear, is happening to them. Yes, look! Imprisoned by thoughts of you, and judgment knows their address. This also speaks about a court case, darling dear, with somebody who was a thief, a bamboozler, right? A cut purse. Somebody stole your time, darling dear, with a tree sloth. Can't you see the privileged lady brought all sorts into your family environment, wasted your time. But this time is not being wasted because divine is giving you judgment. The judgment that you called. This person is entrapped, worried about you while they're hooked up with a whole rat. Yes, baby, they're in despair, working like a field hand for their big pentacales, unable to speak their truth. Their root chakra is around their throat. So this goes to show, darling dears, they only spoke life into negative situations. Base of the deck. You was the gift, darling dear, the star card, the miracle, the unexpected gift in their life. This also speaks about you being gifted something from a wealthy man. What is he coming through with? A new beginning, darling dear. One that's not going to have you stagnant and stuck. Moving towards distant horizons, we see the energy of the 9, the Hermit. Why? You was wise, darling dear, and freed yourself from a situation that simply didn't go with what you had going on. And judgment is going to be in your favor. Can't you see? The judge is looking at the feminine energy. Why? Because you got your file and everything was copacetic and you called judgment. Yes! Worked hard, darling dear, while they was turning to stone with that pussy. Yes, baby. Mature woman for the wealthy man, darling dear. Keep your expectations high, darling dear, because they are about to be gifted unto thee by spirit, no less. This also speaks about unexpected income, darling dears. Whatever you've been focusing, right, working hard towards, while others were playing with themselves. Hey, playing themselves, darling dear, racking up the karma. It's on them and it's going in your favor because divine is looking at you. Your case has been put on the docket, darling dear. You will not be bound by those that try to drag a big cat down. You're free. Let's get some other cards and see what else is going on with these back front neck tabbers. These looking for what? An emotional tampon. Trying to get at your psychological password from the nosebleed section. I think not, Scotty. I think not. Had to put my back into it. What's this? We've got Aquarius energy on its face, darling dears. The 11th house. This person doesn't come to what? Fulfill any of your hopes and wishes, right? They are negative in a group setting. They don't have your back. And Aquarius also rules technology. They are Spain, Sputnik, this mouth breather with the children of the corn eye. Look, jealous of your everything, right? A stalker. They're using fake profiles to what? Fuck all what you've got going on. Just saw 555 on the counter. That means what? Change, darling dear, is afoot. They're acting in a single white female kind of a way. And some of them will try identity theft. Guard your personal intel, darling dears. They're what? They're saying that you've changed your hair. Somebody's changed their hair. You dress differently, darling. You dress with authority. And you're fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. And your speech is guided by the most high. Why? You leaned into the DNS and came out like a boss. You've got the job, the beauty, the strength, right? Prosperity. And you're not fighting with them. And they're jealous of your everything. And Spain on social media. What's this? Because you're in North Node, darling dear. You understand your purpose on this Malkuth and you're working towards it. I told you many times your birth natal chart is the most important document and was the most important document that you ever got into your hands. You're using it following it to the letter. What else is going on? Oh. This is a lot. I'll take the ones that fell on me. Pinkies up, blood. Pinkies up! Have faith the size of a mustard seed. Work like a field hand to what you want to build on this Malkuth. We already saw the energy of the High Priestess and the Emperor bossing up using your intuition and your discernment, darling dear. Why? You went within. So let them spy. Right? Told you went within. Religion and spirituality. It's your ascension season, darling dear. You are breakthrough point. Right? You have a foot in both worlds. The 3D and the 5D. They're coming with 3D antics when you're already onto the 5 blood. Right? Living your truth. And on your path. Your truth roof. Pinkies up. You tapped into your spirituality, darling dears. This is why the weapons formed against you cannot land purchase. Isaiah 54:17. They were formed, mate, but they didn't hit the mark the way they wanted to. They wanted it to. I saw STD flash out then. Of the mind, body, and soul, darling dear. They'd love to drop off a soul tie on you with a cup of bullshit. Look, I slept with your person to get your life. No, darling dear, you couldn't give 2 figs. You'd already told that person to fetch the black bags. Stat! Take your trainers and leave. Training wheels, darling dear. Somebody's getting training wheels. They tried to break down an alpha female. Are you kidding me, blood? One that's now living in their North Node after they've done the shadow work, being gifted with magical blessings, right? And are protected by your ancestral team. Why? Because you deserve this new beginning. Somebody's mad that someone's pregnant and about to have a baby, darling dears. They want you to be sad and sorry. You are protected and your child is protected. They even casting that magic on your progeny, and guess where they find themselves? In spiritual court. They're getting a kick in the spiritual nutsack, darling dear. They've got legal woes on every level. We already saw the judgment card with the judge looking at the feminine energy. You could be male, you adopted feminine energy in that situation, darling dear. They're being tracked, darling dear, and they're definitely going to prison. They've got a criminal past that they hid from you, darling dear. I told you, came on mask wearing, but no condom. Right, DNA is required. in this court case. I told you. It could be a whole baby about to be born. They're going to have to smack it on its ass and call himself daddy and pay the maintenance. Somebody's trying to avoid giving up their DNA in a situation. Yes, baby, I slept with your person and got the DNA. They got pregnant, darling dear. A whole naked baby is afoot. What's this? Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius is the only zodiac sign that comes with a weapon. Sagittarius, the 9th house, a mutable sign. What does it mean? Adaptable and versatile, darling dear. And it also speaks about what? The feeble-minded that was easily distracted from the alpha female. Well, they're in spiritual court now. Told you. Isaiah 48:22. What else? Tell us. Captive audience and all that. These cards don't want to speak. Oh, thank you. Look what fell past us. I told you. Judas with the 30 piece of silver, the back front neck tabber. The wolf in sheep's clothing, the full-on Trojan horse, darling dear. They are in court. Let's examine these evidences. Look here. They brought a karmic into the situation, darling dear. Why? They had the unsatisfied eyes. Somebody that was always jealous of you, still jealous of you, will always be jealous of you. Their karmic partner is spying on you. That same one was the spellcaster we already saw, the Queen of Wands on her face. Tree sloth, darling dear, with algae in their fur. They come with what? The STDs of the multiple bodies they've been through. They are run through in a cum bucket, no less. And that same cum bucket slept with your significant other. What did you do about it? You leaned into your religion and your spirituality and put a brave face on the situation, right? And called judgment. This is why they're on the docket for their what? Little finger ways, blood. This child that's about to be born, the DNA is definitely required. And they got pregnant as revenge, darling dear. They seek to render you some kind of injury and slight that you would never recover from by any means necessary. Yes. And guess what? Karma just pulled up in thigh-high red level boots, darling dear, and has taken a seat at every meal. Their ego was their amigo. And guess what? Karma is popping in their life like the lip gloss they truly deserve. Yes, baby. Let's clarify these cards. Let's clarify this spying on social media. What about the spying on social media? Yes, baby, everything they see is a stone to their eye and a knife to their heart chakra. Why? Because miracles are popping off in your lifeblood. Star quality, having what subconsciously washed away the darkness that they tried to make you live in. This is what they're spying on, to see if you're hurt or to see if you what stumbled and fall. How now, brown cow, blessed and highly favored, being spiritually gifted and guided because you went within. This is why they're spying, this karmic, the one that's jelly bogelly, darling dear. What about this jealous karmic? This fell on the DNA. The jealous karmic is codependent, darling dear, and use the DNA. I told you they want to have a baby. Or they're about to have a baby. You're about to have a baby. What fell on Judas? Right? Sleeping with the enemy, blood. They was planning, plotting, right? All while you slumbered. They looked at you while you were sleeping with a sneer on their face and evilness in their heart. And what the ability to get down with the dirty, nasty wickedness of it all. What else do we need to know? What? Another deck? Okay. Because you're a truth seeker, blood. You lead with the truth. There is no higher court than the truth. Let's get another deck. See what else comes out. Let them fall where they may. Yes, baby, the Watchers. I told you. Those mouth breathers. Right? The one that slept. They was eye effing all you had. The envious, green eyes, the jealousy, darling dear, wanted to be you, got their echopraxic on, got all familiar, and did the what? The genitalia Watusi with the Shakira hips. They wanted your life. They wanted to take your shine. But you in the North Node, a true seeker, released yourself from a codependent situation, having what? Fallen back on your spirituality and religion. You also have what? Alpha female on an adventure of their life. Why? Because you're not losing your shit, blood. You didn't lose your shit the way they wanted it to be lost. Pinky's up, big cat. Pinky's up. What else is here? What fell on the star, right? And then spying on your everything, right? The Karmic has a side dish. Oh, so the DNA will be what? In the multitudes, darling. I told you a cum bucket. And heartbreak is in their future, right? Because of the physical attraction. I told you they use the Shakira in their hips, right? That's all they have. What? Somebody wants to know why you're doing better without them. They're watching you level up. I told you the mouth breathers are in legion. What's this? They're a user. They disrespected your loyalty, darling dear. Made you feel as though you're a yam head. What's a yam head? Somebody that takes it upon themselves not to cream the bottom of their feet and plant all of the root vegetables in their community. That's what they did with your loyalty, darling dear. They tried to make you out to be a yam head. They used. But you, pinkies up, darling dears, leaned into your spirituality. What else do we need to know about these bottom feeders? This is your transformation season, darling dear. Let whatever they did, let them meditate on it, right? And that revenge they try to wreak on you, darling dear, to reap and tear up your life, is on them. They better meditate on what they did, because you've transformed. You ain't even in the same spot where you once was, darling dear. I told you, when you get rid of someone with the black bags, or they got rid of you, darling dear, right, with their skullduggerous and scandalous ways and heinous crimes, they didn't expect you to what? Transform as the butterfly you are. Scorpio energy, new beginning, darling dear. A fresh start, head and shoulders above. Oh, what's this? Yeah, they're watching you create freedoms in your life, darling dear. As if out of thin air, when you are blessed and highly favored, chosen you be one of the 144,000 light workers of this generation, darling dear. You have purpose and are alpha and are sent to lead. What about the court case? They're getting karma, right? And now they're trying to play possum, mate, right? All while you're knowing your worth, darling dear. Can't be bought or bartered. Now they see your worth from the nosebleed section as you continue to what? Do the full-on tinky winky. With what? The bag, black. The bag! Dusted off your sandals. Matthew 10:14. And headed out. And got great. The bag, blood. They're counting your pentacles for you. Right? Daddy issues. It could be the father of your child, or the father of the child that they've got to give up the DNA for, right? Look at this. A clean slate. Divine is stepping in. Make a wish, big cat, because you are about to set it off in a big way. I haven't used these ones in a very long time. Final messages to the big cat on their new beginnings, their magical blessings, and being protected. What's this? We've got a number 37. That's a 10. Having what? Transformed. End of a cycle, darling dear. If you have never known failure, how will you recognize success? Why? Because you're IBEX, blood. Listen, you just need a crack and you won't fall back. One purchase made. That what? That offering, that light, that was given to you by Father God. So you went within, darling dear. God, great, right? You learned lessons. Contract completed. You are the prototype. Come through. Outcast. Push. Clap. Darling dears. And it says what? It's the journey, not the destination. We're all on journeys, blood. Some of us are bound for what? 5D. The others are bound for what? Spiritual prison, darling dear. Being kicked in the spiritual nutsack, even as we speak. Any more messages from these cards that I haven't used in a month of Sundays? Wow. Can we talk for a minute? Big cat, right? Somebody wants to come through with what? Give you some form of clarity, I told you. It's the whisperings of Hannibal Lecter, and their heart is Jason through and through. They're coming through with what? The gaslighting, right? To smooth things over. Rub you down with a bit of love bombing, eh? Eh? Opening, right? They want a green light. Big cat, they need to realize that you are a red light, green light champion. I also hold that accolade, being the red light, green light champion of 79. They can't sneak up on your blood. This is not Squid Games. You've been made champion of the borderland. What's the matter with them? Right? Hannibal Lecter whisperings, right? And looking for a vacant orifice. Do you have a vacant orifice? If you do, hit me up in the comments. Don't email me with that. All of the other cats need to see, right? They regret everything. Regret. I had to suck my 31 teeth, darling. There's none of your business. Continue to turn your shapely back. Law 16 of the 48 laws of power. What's this? There are merchants of slander. When they can't win you back, right? Or can't shake your gangster, right? And can't pull bull swanky on what you've got going on. They're going to what? Slander your name, darling dears. Jeremiah 9:40. On the balls of their feet. I didn't even notice there's a 16 tower moment after tower moment going off around them. I'm also hearing something about someone's going to have a small fire in their home, darling dear. The gossip and the subterfuge, darling dear. They are what? An advocate of the gingivitis, an Agent Smith affiliate, a hater, little finger, bringer of the darkness, a back front neck stabber, right? And they're codependent to boot. They come with a 2-4, a bog off, buy one and get one free, mate. They are talking it up a storm. A 2 and a 3 goes to a 5. Again, the energy of the Hierophant, the Taurus energy of it all, darling dears. They're dependent, right? A parasite, right? They've got sucker cups on their hands. They want to suck onto you, mate, and bleed you dry of your infinite possibilities, right? And they've got no sense of self, darling dear. Low self-esteem, right? 10-10. You're a breakthrough, blood. You ain't got time for this. Doesn't go with your hairline or the waist train you're about to order. From what? That online Aladdin's cave. Amazon, blood. Right? Near completion. Was it competition? You was not in competition with them, but they was in competition with you. Keep working towards your goals and stay focused, because you was dealing with bottom feeders, blood. Yes, baby. Simpletons on the short spiritual bus. Again, we see the hate and the advocate of the gingivitis. They are now getting the echopraxicon. Don't you know? Pinky's up. Trying to copy you, but it doesn't quite make it. Just like Luther Vandross's curl, darling dear. Jealousy. I kill out them quati and their ego is their amigo. Judas in a Peter suit, a pig Misha or a pig Sean, merchant of slander and unscrupulous, and they want to use the black magic on you. Big mistake, blood. Big mistake. A divinely guided child that did the DNS like a boss, an alpha female that knows their worth, being gifted with spiritual blessings, magical blessings, and are protected. Fools, spell work. They use graveyard dirt. They're so stupid. How can you go and take the dirt off a graveyard? You don't know who's in there and what's in there. Serves them right? They had malicious intent, right? They're trying to use mirror or photo spells, obsidian black crystals, especially if the mirror faces your bed. Something about bread, darling dear. Don't break bread with these bottom feeders. You'll feel it in your solar plexus. Look away and stay away from them. They are the bringers of the scourge and the darkness. Fake frenemies, darling. Yeah, Proverbs 27:6. Wounds from a friend, kisses from an enemy. Matthew 5:30. If the right hand offend you, cut that bitch off, darling dear. They're using blood magic as well. Good God. And they're a catfish, a doppelganger, a Judas in a Peter suit. This also speaks about someone who's going to realize that their identity online has been stolen by a deceiver. They're a trickster and fresh shit signing in the sunlight, coming to hoodwink and doppelgang your abilities in a single white female kind of a way. 1111, highly spiritual number, darling dear. You leveled up on them bitches and mitches. Bossed up. Manifestation mode and are being blessed by the grace of the universe. On that note, I drops me mic. Thank you very much for joining me for this read. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. Judgment, you called and divine heard you. Because your case was what? A strong one, darling dear. A strong one. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat, cat. Cat, cat.